What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are shooting vlog number 5. EPICJONTUAZON here. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, you know that today I am trying out the new GoPro 4 frame case. It is basically a GoPro case with just the frame. So it kind of doesn't even restrict any of the audio. So do let me know in the comment section below whether this is an upgrade or whether or not I should go with another microphone, external microphone. So if you've watched my previous vlogs, you already know a little bit about my build. But what I didn't do was go in a chronological order of when I put each part on. So I figured it would be nice to kind of know what I did first. Bring it way back to the beginning and why I put these parts on first to upgrade. To keep this vlog in perspective, let's stick with one topic. So here are my 5 first performance parts upgrades. So taking it way back to the beginning, I first got my car, everything was stock, OEM spec. The first thing I upgraded was the intake. Because when you're driving your car, you want the car to breathe easy. And having an air box kind of restricts that. You can get in a high flow filter, but I just went straight and got an aftermarket intake. It was fairly easy to install, and it took me roughly 10 minutes to uninstall the box and then another 5 to put on the intake. So having the car breathe easier adds horsepower to the car. After installing the intake, logically, the next step would be to install an exhaust. Because if the car can breathe easier, you want the extra gas to go through the motor and come out quicker. So next I upgraded the exhaust. Instead of going with the 2.5 tapered exhaust, I went straight with the 3-inch. So it doesn't restrict any airflow. Just to clarify, you don't have to swap the whole exhaust all at once. You could do it in parts. The exhaust system is made up of essentially 4 different components. You have your headers, your downpipe, your uppipe, and your catback exhaust. In this case, I first changed the catback exhaust only. I was really worried about emissions, as some of you may need to worry about. So I didn't swap out the downpipe cat just to keep that there for emissions. That combination of the intake and the exhaust easily added an extra 30 horsepower to my car alone. Having the car breathe easier just takes out a lot of the restrictions that's holding the car back. So whenever you're trying to build something or modify something to perform very well, you always want to have a good balance. So instead of going for another power mod, the next mod I did was suspension. I ended up swapping out the OEM coilovers for BR coilovers. The BR coilovers were very affordable, and you get all the perks of having them be adjustable, to being able to swap them out in one piece. If you go with springs, you cannot adjust the dampening capabilities. You cannot raise or lower the actual coilover. It really just depends on how thick of a spring you get, and wherever it lands is kind of where it's at. So I definitely recommend going straight to coilovers and skipping the whole springs. Yes, the springs are cheaper than buying the whole coilover, but in the end, I think you will enjoy the coilover for a longer period of time than just getting regular springs. So those were my first 3 performance mod upgrades. Mod number 4 and mod number 5 kind of are in the same category together. Now that I had my car lowered, I had my power, next step would be to upgrade the rims and the tires. First I wanted to upgrade the tires, but then it kind of didn't make sense for me to put upgraded tires on OEM rims. I wanted to kind of use the OEM rims and the tires for a winter setup, so I ended up buying the BBS rims with the Potenza RE70s on them. That is a great tire and rim setup. The STI BBS rims are forged, so they're extremely durable and very strong. I live in the city and I've hit my number of potholes and there are no cracks or bends in those guys. There are tons of companies out there you could research that are cheaper. Then again, you get what you pay for. Or you can go ahead and go get the more expensive ones. They're a little bit stylish, you have a higher offset, but again, the cost is going to be a lot greater. So there you have it. Those are my first 5 performance upgrades. Just to recap, it was intake, exhaust, coilovers, rims, and tires. Together, that combination created a whole nother animal. You had the power upgrades, and you could bend it at your will. Thank you guys for watching. I hope my information and insight has helped you guys get started modding. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys have done, if you guys are already into your build, or if you guys have any questions about my build, whether I went with a certain intake, why I went with that intake, or the exhaust, such and such. Let me know and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.